Y'all come and get it. We yelled 5 more minutes. At 16, it was 12:03. Standing at her front door. Katie's dad said midnight, but we needed just a little more. Yellow light flipping on and off, interrupting that goodnight kissing. We wanted 5 more minutes. Time rolls by.
Morning, guys. Here to talk about David's tea. What's going on with it? What's going to happen with it today, maybe, or in the future? Why it is a good buy. Where it's at. I don't care what anybody says about David's tea. Do I like tea? Not really. We're all here to make money. That's what we're here for. Okay. Now, speculations are they run wild about, okay, well, David's tea CEO does not want cannabis infused beverages or whatever. But you know what every company wants is they want revenue. They want growth. They want to make money. They want to have a successful company. So regardless of the fact of whether somebody likes it or not, you know, it's business is what it is. And if cannabis is business, then that's where it's going to go. That's pretty much straight across the board. So if you got an opportunity, which the current price sits after hours right now at $1.35, you got $1.35 to get in on that. That's a great price. I've had people ask me, you know, how would David's tea go into the cannabis infused beverages or whatever. Look, it's as simple as this. You break it down like this. Okay, tea is what? It's a damn plant. Okay, they use the tea leaves, crush it up and grind it up and make fucking tea with it. Okay, so it's real simple. Marijuana is legalized in Canada. Crush the leaves up, and boom, you got some new tea or whatever, or put some CBD oil in the shit or whatever. I mean, it's not rocket science for anybody that sits out there and thinks this company is not going into cannabis or it's not a pot stock. It may not be at this very second, but when it does, you'll see the likes of David's tea travel at the pace, if not faster, as another badass stock is New Age Beverage. So this is only for educational purpose only. You know, you do what you want. It's your world. I'm just going to give you some lowdown on David's tea, on a lot of research that I've researched on. The key people involved with David's tea, and I'm not fancy by any means. I don't have a brand new computer. I don't have any of that crap. I don't care for it. I'm just a regular guy that does well for himself in these markets. So, I mean, anyway. So the two I want to point out is Ann Darch and Susan Berkman. Okay, they are both listed as independent directors on the board of David's tea. Now, both of these individuals are, like I said, they are independent directors. They both have involvement in 48 North Cannabis Company. So that tells you that they're looking that direction, and they're waiting on the right platform to build off of before they make a public call to say, okay, cannabis infused teas are going to be a thing that we are going to do. Basically, they're learning from New Age Beverage and other beverage companies, InBev, whatever, of an execution plan right there of how to do that, how to execute it and make it profitable in all ways possible. So, as far as David's Tea goes, I highly see David's Tea going an easy $8 to $9 stock this year because I don't see them sitting out. I don't see them sitting on the sideline. Business is too good. Business is booming. CBD, cannabis, the industry is just ridiculous. I've made so much money off of damn pot. It's unreal. I'm going to call it pot because that's what I've always called it my whole life. Joints, weed, marijuana, what the hell ever you want to, whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. You know, I never thought I'd be making money off of weed, but, you know, hey, it's a wild world out here, and, you know, you got to find ways to adjust and change to things and the way they are, and I've been able to do that since I've started. I've been able to, you know, ride the waves and been able to get in on good things. Anyway, back to it. The average growth rates of David's Tea the past 5 years, ending 1/31 of 2018, their fiscal year. Revenue was plus 13.32%. Capital spending was up 3.14%. Net income 54.4%. Their gross margin was 52.17%. Earnings per share 49.20% per share, and their cash flow was down 19.39. So, I mean, I don't see any reason this company can't go a long ways, especially when it finally says, okay, Susan, Ann, you know what, you got it, you did the research, let's do it, let's push the button, let's do this stuff. And you bet your ass they're working on it right now. They're not putting it out there for you to see at this moment, but I'm almost positive. I mean, looking at the charts, I mean, the charts are, they're back and forth. I mean, it's mixed up and down. I mean, there's a lot of people in this stock that, you know, are just sitting there waiting. And there will be more to come. I mean, you have, you know, a couple here that are, you know, it may not sound like a lot or whatever, but 8,500 shares bought at one time, you know, and then another, you know, 8,000, 9,000 shares here and there. I mean, people are starting to play with this stock a lot more. Volume seems to be traveling in the right direction for where we need it to go. As far as all this information is coming off the Wall Street Journal as well. As far as who owns, or institutions that own David's Tea and mutual funds that own David's Tea: EdgePoint Canadian Portfolio, EdgePoint Canadian Growth and Income, Fidelity NASDAQ Composite Index, DFA US Vector Equity Portfolio, DFA US Target Value, and the institutions: TDM Assets Management. They own 425,000 shares of this company. The EdgePoint Canadian Portfolio, they own 1.9 million shares of that company. And they are increasing their shares as well, going off of this. Sakawana Financial Group, 187,000. Renaissance Technologies, 91,700. Group 1 Trading, Thompson Davis and Company. All these are companies that have interest in David's Tea and where it goes. And there's more. The Bank of New York, Mellon Corporation, Investment Management, they hold a large stake in it as well. Let's see if there's any other Fidelity Japan, Balance, Mother Fund. I mean, so there's some good names in this that I'd ride with because, of course, they're bigger than I am, you know, so they must know something, or must have a feeling, or must been here, done that. You got to take what you see at face value. Okay, if there's bigger names in it, well, they're probably going to ride that until it goes, you know, to the moon. So that's pretty much where it's at. I do have a stake in David's tea. I'm not the least bit worried about it, and I don't see why anybody else should be. But like I said, this is educational only. You trade at your own risk. You know, all I'm there to do is I don't ever see any updates or very good updates on David's tea on YouTube. So I figured I would throw some numbers out there and let you know who's behind the curtains of David's tea and who is working behind the scenes of David's tea. That way you can kind of draw a better picture of where David's tea is going in the future. So I'll let it be at that. I'll be posting more videos if people want them. If not, I'll just stay here and do my own research and make my own money. So anyway, hey, good luck, y'all, and we'll see you later. Thanks for listening at any cost.